you guys hear in Texas, apparently a real estate developer has created an illegal immigrant city. He's created an entire city, like 70,000 illegals live there. The police don't want to go there. The fire department doesn't want to go there. There's 4 active cartels in it, running human trafficking and prostitution and gambling and corruption and all this stuff going on in Texas. So I was thinking about getting into that today, if you guys are interested. But by all means, you guys let me know where we should steer the ship. Texas illegal immigrant city. Okay, here we go. I found something on it. We found something on it. What the fuck?
Caught on camera, more than 2,000 illegal immigrants crossing into Eagle Pass, Texas, and officials warn they could
Look
be
at this,
headed
2,000
here. That's Collin Ridge.
illegals.
It may seem like a small Texas settlement, but its rapid growth is described as a magnet for migrants. The community allows buyers to purchase land without credit or proof of income, and experts warn it invites cartel activity. And you can see it here.
Yeah, so 60 square miles. It's the size of Washington, D.C.
Discuss is National Security Fellow at the Center for Immigration Study, Todd Benjamin. Todd, thanks so much for joining the program.
Great to be here. Thank you.
So I'm from Texas. I first heard it after some criminal activity that took place at one point. Texas is not a sanctuary city. How is this allowed to happen?
Well, there's a business model underway in Old East Texas where a developer has figured out a way to market in Spanish language the sale of property.
Well, I was thinking maybe he's doing Trump a favor, though, because Trump wants to hold the largest deportation campaign that America's ever seen once he gets back in office. So this will make it easy and good headlines when it reads, Trump deports 75,000 in one day because they all live in one neighborhood. You just surround this shit with vans and load them the fuck up. So maybe it'll make it easy.
Quarter-acre lots, three-quarter-acre lots to people.
But you see this property development?
Owner to borrower. So for $100 or a few $100, pretty much anybody can come in, not have to show, proof of a history of income or a credit rating or anything. They're going to pay a lot of interest, way above market, 9%, 10%, even more, depending on the length of the loan. And then you build your own house out there. You hook up. They provide utilities and whatnot, and you hook it up and eventually build whatever you want on there.
This must be old drone footage or something.
I want to bring you to the migrant encounter.
Because the report that I heard last night said that there's 70,000 people already living there. They got trailers set up. Some are just camping in tents. Some have built makeshift houses like they do in third world countries out of construction scraps and leftover materials. So hopefully we can find some better footage.
There's no way this is not a migrant. If you look at it, it's up 26.9%. Tell me, who is this developer and why is he not on the radar of Texas officials?
Well, it's the Harris family, Trey Harris.
Centrist, welcome, buddy.
Houston is
Constipation
the
21 tapping in on Twitch.
This has kind of been going on under the radar for 10 years now. The sale and expansion and growth of this community has really been remarkable. It is probably thousands and thousands of acres under development right now. They're definitely very bullish on the market, guessing that they expect to be able to sell to a lot of the folks that are coming over right now. It is the problem with the development, really, in my view, is that there are, according to local law enforcement officials, 4 different Mexican cartels that operate in that area. ICE will not touch it. Law enforcement, state law enforcement is very thin there. Local law enforcement is very thin there. And I've been down on the ground interviewing the people that buy there, illegal immigrants I've interviewed who have bought property there. And they say that that's one of the greatest appeals of it, is that law enforcement isn't there to sweat them.
Yeah. This makes zero sense. It looks like he's been given money to Republicans. We're going to be talking about this later on in the show. Todd, thanks so much for joining the program. We reached out to the Colony Ridge land developer for a comment, but did not hear back. Thanks so much, Todd. So up next.
All right. Colony, Texas. That's what it's called. Oh, this looks like a better video. Yeah, there you go. Because the video that Fox was showing was like empty. Like they're planning on doing it. It ain't empty, bro. Look how big this motherfucking place is. It's the size of Washington, D.C. Now, granted, it's not 100% illegals. Because some Americans have also moved there. Because it's cheap, apparently. You don't need any credit. And anybody can buy a lot. But the guy's selling property with interest rates at like 10% plus. And I guess there's a law that, or I should say there's no law to prevent somebody from selling land to a foreigner or illegal immigrant. I think that's the next step that Congress needs to take. Those idiotic imbeciles in Congress, in the House, I think that's what they need to work on next. They need to get into where they are protecting America. So you need to pass a law immediately that says you're not allowed to sell land to a foreigner or illegal alien. Full stop. That'll stop China from buying up all the farmland. That'll stop these illegals from making crazy colonies in third world colonies inside of America. Where it's just lawless and nuts. But that is the craziest story to me. That is absolutely the craziest story. What is this?
Houses being built, and all the rest. Well, according to Spencer, a Texas land developer has established a sprawling settlement north of Houston where thousands of illegal immigrants are believed to have settled, raising concerns among experts and elected officials that the development 400 miles in the interior of the United States could become a strategic asset for the cartels. Apparently, it sprawls across nearly 60 square miles, about the size of Washington, D.C. It's 40 miles outside Houston. Much of Colony Ridge is a third world shanty town where foreign flags outnumber American ones. How do we know that's a hotbed for illegal aliens? And he says, let me show you. And here he is driving through town. Got half-built houses with people living in them. People living in tents and trailers.
Crap. Texas is not as red as you think it is. I've lived in Texas for a while.
That's crazy. That is absolutely freaking crazy. I can't believe that we're allowing third world shanty towns to be built in America. It's absolutely nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense.